Today's news. Supreme Court does not fulfill imprisoned journalists' appeal. Civil movement for democracy public chamber established. Imprisoned journalist lawyer threatened. Meeting of Civil Service Commission with NGOs and mass media. Property market participants public union does not fulfill court decision. Lack of Shusha book presented. Elchin Sadıkov, the lawyer of the imprisoned journalist Aynullah Fatullayev, is pressed to give up defending the journalist's rights, Sadıkov told Objective TV. I don't want to go into details, but I should mention that the pressure is put on by the ruling establishment. They are threatening me and demanding to stop defending Aynullah's rights. If they do not stop threats, I will publicize all details, stated Elchin Sadıkov. The journalist's appeal against the Garadagh District Court decision will be heard in Court of Appeal. In 2007, Aynullah Fatullayev, editor-in-chief of Realny Azerbaijan and Gündelik Azerbaijan newspapers, was sentenced to 8 years 5 months in jail for threatening terrorism, amongst other charges. In July of this year, he was sentenced to an additional 2.5 years in prison by Garadagh District Court under charge of drug possession. The European Court of Human Rights has issued a final and absolute ruling for his innocence and has demanded his immediate release. The Azerbaijani Supreme Court plenum partially fulfilled the decision. On December 28th at Musavat Party headquarters, a forum on establishment of the citizen movement for democracy public chamber was held. The event was attended by oppositional social and political forces of Azerbaijan. Musavat Party leader İsa Gamber said that the establishment of the chamber was discussed in the previous two forums on November 23rd and December 14th as well. But today's forum was devoted to the establishment of public chamber. Then Gamber read the text of the declaration on establishment of the public chamber. Azerbaijan Popular Front Party chairman Ali Karimli stated that the public chamber was established to ensure public interest. According to Karimli, a coordination council for the chamber will be created. It will include the commissions, committees and working groups. According to him, in accordance with the charter of the organization, coordination council will meet once a month. Elchin Sadıkov, the lawyer of the imprisoned journalist Aynullah Fatullayev, is pressed to give up defending the journalist's rights, Sadıkov told Objective TV. I don't want to go into details, but I should mention that the pressure is put on by the ruling establishment. They are threatening me and demanding to stop defending Aynullah's rights. If they do not stop threats, I will publicize all details, stated Elchin Sadıkov. The journalist's appeal against the Garadagh District Court decision will be heard in Court of Appeal. In 2007, Aynullah Fatullayev, editor-in-chief of Realny Azerbaijan and Gündelik Azerbaijan newspapers, was sentenced to 8 years 5 months in jail for threatening terrorism, amongst other charges. In July of this year, he was sentenced to an additional 2.5 years in prison by Garadagh District Court under charge of drug possession. The European Court of Human Rights has issued a final and absolute ruling for his innocence and has demanded his immediate release. The Azerbaijani Supreme Court plenum partially fulfilled the decision. Today, December 28th, the Civil Service Commission under the President of Azerbaijan Republic held a meeting with non-governmental organizations and mass media. Department head of the Commission, Rauf Majidbeyli, informed that the meeting's aim is to inform the NGOs and mass media about carried out activities and future plans. Then Majidbeyli held a presentation comparing world practices to civil service in Azerbaijan. He says that the main principle in civil service of Azerbaijan is the principle of career, and the employees can rise to top positions. According to him, beginning from 2011, the activities of the civil servants will be assessed quarterly and annually, and the results will be put onto the website. This assessment will allow to raise the positions of the skillful and talented employees. According to Majid Beyli, in 2010, the Civil Service Commission held 9 competitions for employment in civil service. In total, 18,405 persons attended the competition, 4,164 of which passed the test exam. Approximately 1,000 of them were accepted for civil service. On December 28th, a group of people held a press conference at the IRFS Press Center and accused property market participants' public union of deliberately delaying the assessment of a terminated open joint stock company's property and impeding court proceedings on compensation for damage. According to Hafiz Babalı, one of the organizers of the press conference, Hatay District Court tasked property market participants' public union with assessment of the movable and immovable property of Aydin and Fakhrettin Guyev's Binagadi Construction Industry Open Joint Stock Company. The Public Union Executive Director Ramil Osmanov says that they are carrying out the assessment and the relevant documents were sent to the court on November 15th. But he's lying, the assessment documents have not been sent to the court so far, stated Babalı. On 28th December, writer-publicist Karim Karimli's book titled Lack of Shusha was presented in Azerbaijan Media Center with support from Humanitarian Research Society. The 8th book of Karim Karimli includes poems devoted to Shusha and other regions of Azerbaijan invaded by Armenia. There are a total of 58 poems in the Lack of Shusha book.